Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading for September 2025. I hope everyone is having a nice day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment. If it doesn't, check your moon or rising because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do your readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide here. I'll move on to Traditional Tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. Let's get started. So it feels like you have two cards right now. It seems that popped out, which usually doesn't happen for the Angel Oracle. So I will take both of them. Just give me a moment here to find them and we'll get started. Your first message for this month is composure. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy because there's a good chance you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth, but drawing this card indicates right now that you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon this situation and everyone involved, and there is no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, regain your composure. This card encourages you to step into the energy of equanimity. Equanimity is a zen-like state which you refrain from reacting to a situation out of fear or separation. Right now, angels of pure divine light are helping you feel guarded and guided and encouraging you to recognize that you have incredible force of love within you. You also got angelic protection. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe. Whether you're feeling worried about physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not, this card is confirming that you have spiritual protection. Your angel guide is supporting you and leading you towards positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take and you are unsure what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support, and the angels who are with you only need a prayer for you in order to swoop in and guide you. You are protected, the worst is now behind you, and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. The past has gone, and your angel guide is encouraging you to let it go. If traumatic or painful memories have revisited you recently, know that they are opportunities to recognize how far you come and acknowledge how much healing has taken place in your life. When you have reflected on these shifts, leave the past behind and move forward. The present is only a gift if you're able to receive it. And if you are facing the unknown at this time, know that the angel guide will show you the next steps, and you will be surrounded by a spiritual force field that will protect you on all levels as you move forward. Alright, Aries. Kind of a lot to take in for the first part of the reading. We're going to go to your tarot, but it just feels like it's going to be all about that kind of retreat for September for you, you know, thinking about things, regaining your energy, not letting reactions kind of be our first thought, right? Because again, energy might be hot, energy might be intense, but they're asking you to kind of draw back from all of that, okay? And you are protected. Okay. Aries, you have the Empress in reverse coming out in your reading here. And usually it's kind of this vibrating low energy. Not really maybe feeling like ourselves are feeling our own kind of life force energy, feeling like we can't really bring opportunity or manifest kind of things to us here, and it just feels like you're kind of starting the month in that energy. Maybe you just need to kind of rebuild your energy here. For some of you, there might be problems with children, or there's some kind of rebuilding that you need to do with children that already exist. For some of you, again, because Empress can mean pregnancy, again, that's not going to be for everyone in this reading, but it just feels like that can can be also represented in maybe you are trying for a child or working hard to kind of create a family or a child here for yourself. That's something that you kind of really want. But I just kind of see you working on that, working on either your energy here, you know, raising your vibration, raising your sense of self, or working on some kind of thing with children. I'm just getting children in this kind of reading here as well. So there might be something hard you're working on with that. Obviously, that's not going to be for everyone here, but it just feels like, again, there's some kind of new thing you want to manifest here in your life with this kind of Magician card. For some of you, it feels like not only just like that family stuff, but it also just feels like work here. Maybe there's a new skill, a new hobby. Maybe there's a promotion you're working hard on. We have the Seven of Wands coming out here after the Magician, which is just saying, it feels like energy might be coming at you this month. Again, we were talking about kind of composure here, because it feels like there could be some people kind of trying to get at you. And that's kind of what the Seven of Wands is all about. These people have their wands here, and this person has to defend themselves. So it feels like you might have to defend yourself against your own kind of choices this month, or things that you want to do here. There is this kind of new financial reward for you here in when you're kind of defending yourself. This new kind of job comes in, or some kind of new money. I don't know, some of you might be in court cases, or some of you might be kind of in grueling interviews here as well. I just feel like this sense of you know, people coming at you, and you're kind of being like having to kind of remain calm, cool, collected during this, and then you're kind of going to get a reward from it. So whatever that reward be, like winning a case, or whether that reward be a new job here, or some kind of more money. I feel like whatever this is, this new money, this new situation for you with this Ace of Pentacles, you'll be walking away from something old here. It's like, this was the path that I'm supposed to take. This is where I'm supposed to go, where you're feeling at crossroads before. It feels like you're ready to leave something old behind and start out into something new here for yourself. Yeah, it's great because it just feels like you're like trusting this, whatever this kind of comes in. You're like, this is exactly what it's supposed to be here. I'm trusting that's for me. I'm not kind of confused anymore. I'm not sure which kind of direction to go. I'm trusting myself a little bit more, or trusting the process. It feels like you're finally kind of ready to kind of move on, move past, and leave whatever this is behind in the past. You're manifesting that kind of Ace of Pentacles. You're manifesting for that new here. So remember to kind of take your stance on that. We do have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords coming out sideways here. When cards out sideways, it can go either way. So this can kind of be a little talking about pain, loss here, and suffering, or it can be a healing time for you. And it's kind of like the choice is yours here. You know, how are we going to see this, right, Aries? How are we going to see this as a new chapter? Are we going to see this as healing, or are we going to see this as painful, right? Feeling like we are having to make these changes, or, you know, leaving something behind here. Is it for the better, or is it for you just causing you kind of a little bit of pain? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Pentacles is feeling like left out in the cold. It's this energy of just feeling other than, feeling like something is maybe unattainable, or that you can kind of never get there. The Six of Pentacles is this energy of feeling isolated, is feeling like no one's kind of really there for you, no one's really there to kind of help you. And the Ace of Swords is kind of talking about mental confusion here. So it feels like in a way you're feeling a little bit isolated, or you're feeling a little bit alone here, Aries, in this kind of situation. Maybe you were like feeling like there's no one there for you, but I don't think that is kind of true. In this situation, I have to be honest, the way I'm seeing it, it just feels like there's a voice in your head that's kind of messing in your head here, with this kind of Ace of Swords. It's just like telling you something that is not true here, right? It's being that voice kind of in your head. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, it's kind of talking about that mental kind of confusion that's happening. So maybe there's someone you kind of talk to about this. Maybe it's this devil energy here, because the Page of Swords is someone coming through to talk about it. And so you might be reaching out to someone being like, hey, I'm just having like these thoughts, or this is just the way I'm feeling right now. It might be attached, right, to some kind of devil energy here, some energy trying to pull you down. That's like, can be fears, that can be addictions, that can be toxic people. But I feel like if you're bringing that conversation forward, there has to be this kind of sense of being like aware of it and being like, okay, this is kind of the devil on my shoulder talking, not the angel on my shoulder talking, right? It's like, this is the person, this is the energy that's negative, that's trying to pull me down. So you might ask for clarification on how to kind of get rid of that devil on your shoulder. You know, you're like, how do I not listen to that voice here? But the Page of Cups is saying that you're seeing the universe is on your side, or seeing that the universe is maybe sending you signs, signals here, that they're bringing something new in for you. So it's like trusting in that new, trusting that your angels kind of have your back, instead of listening to that kind of devil on your shoulder here that's maybe telling you you're not good enough, or maybe it's someone in your ear telling you not good enough, or you don't know what you're doing. I just kind of feel like a lot of this is kind of in your head, to be honest, Aries. So you're just kind of trying to find a way to kind of get over that or move past that energy. Sorry, Aries, that's too many cards. Alright. So we have this King of Cups here, water sign energy, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. This is someone that's kind of really attached to their emotions here. I have the Knight of Swords, which is this in reverse, which is stuck energy. This person might not be coming in the way that we want it to. Maybe this is a crush, maybe this is some kind of water sign that you're really hoping for will kind of come back in, or you want them to put action, but it just feels a little bit stalled right now. Maybe you're the one kind of stalling this pursuit. But the Moon card is coming out here as well, and the Moon card is something we're not seeing clearly, or it's like almost like an illusion. So it's maybe we're feeling like this person is you know, never going to come forward for us. It just feels like there's something we're not seeing the full truth on here, and that's kind of causing us to kind of maybe be in this kind of mental spiral here. I don't know why I'm getting Prince Charming vibes. Maybe for some of you that are single, you think that person will never come, or someone who kind of emotionally understands you. But it just feels like with this Moon card, there's something that we're not kind of seeing clearly, or not seeing the full truth on something here. It's like almost having in the blinders on something. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is just saying things might not be moving in your favor right now, especially kind of in that sector, and that's okay, because sometimes things don't move in our favor, you know? Sometimes the wheel spins the opposite way. The worst we can kind of do in that situation is start to do a downward spiral and think that this wheel will always be turning, you know, the other way, the wrong way, the downward way. But it will turn in your favor. Energy moves in our favor, and then it moves out of our favor. That's just kind of how it works. It's kind of like a heart monitor, right? So there is going to be this kind of end of conflict for you here, but it's just kind of your headspace right now just kind of seems a bit all over the place in this. So just allow yourself to kind of compose, like they said before. Know that there is angelic protection for you here, and trust that new things are on the way, but you kind of have to be the one that makes the choice here, especially the choice to kind of move forward in all of this, especially if all this is happening kind of in your head right now. Getting it out and being the one to kind of be like, okay, this is something I need to work on to allow this kind of new opportunity to unfold, or to leave this all behind so I can find something else or find something better here, you know, so the energy is on its way to me. All right, let me pull some oracle cards here. A new romantic cycle begins. This might be kind of with this King Cups energy that's popping out, Aries. I don't get a lot of relationship cards, so it might also be a relationship kind of with yourself, with your own brain here. Maybe that's this kind of Prince Charming energy that you're feeling like it's a bit stuck right now. That might be on the way a little bit later. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. That's Harith. I'll read that for you. Harith is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for home or a place that we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls, and perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system that the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place that they have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for unity of source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels like home. For others, it can manifest in the need to find home in people, communities, and relationships, a journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home but do not know where home is, you're being invited to remember that your soul chose to be on Earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life and being assured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on the planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all your presence, personality, your soul, your spirit in the here and now, and fully commit to living this life right now. To commit to putting 2 feet completely in. How can you commit more fully into your life? And I feel like it's this energy of, that's what you're feeling, right? You're feeling like this aloneness here. You're feeling like this other, this outcast in a way. And you're just like, where do I fit? Where does this kind of fit for me? And I think that's what this journey is kind of all about. So I feel like this new relationship that's starting for you is this kind of relationship with self first. And then that other stuff will kind of come in here for you, Aries. But I feel like that's kind of going to be the number one for you. And you're going to kind of, I think, find it kind of in this month. You're start to find it if you can. All right, Aries. This is your chance to walk away from this kind of old energy here. That was your monthly reading. I hope that helped.